I'm Rajesh Nanavati. I represent Prescription Insight Pharma Business Consultancy. Prescription Insight is based on the principles of understanding practical field situations and realities and sharpening execution abilities to get the success through prescriptions and brand building. Today, we are going to talk about one of the very important dimensions for our success in the field situation. We are going to talk about stockist. Well, we know the importance of stockist, particularly in the last week of sales closing. However, the dimension that we are going to talk today is not just the order procuring in the last week of the sales closing to achieve the primary sales and target achievement. But the dimension that we are going to take today is to understand how a stockist takes investment decision. So the subject is understanding stockist viewpoint on managing the business that he owns. Understanding his investment decision making process has got a specific and particular importance for us because that directly affects the order process and that results into the success of the primary sales, which is very critical for us.
So today we will try to understand managing stockist for our success. We'll do that by understanding stockist viewpoint, how he deals with his business. Stockist is our business associate. He invests in our company and ensures distribution network in your territory. His purchase of primary sales is the basis of our target achievement and therefore also a very critical factor for FSO's incentives. Thus, stockist is a key component of our success in business. He is neither our master nor our servant. He is a business associate. Both stockist and you are in the business and both the parties have to complement each other. There are expectations from either side. What you expect from stockist is sufficient stocks, regular servicing, no shortages, information on movement of products, information on other companies' activities managed by him, and above all, regular stock and sales statements and timely payment, that is zero outstanding. One of the biggest expectations of the stockist from you is incremental business. That means increase in business month after month. He also expects regular visits from you, POB from trade, and periodic reconciliation of ledger account with CFA and company. In addition, a stockist expects professional services from you like follow-up on breakage, expiry, credit notes if at all, and smooth transactions with CFA, particularly for logistics and transport issues. While interacting with the stockist, respect his opinion and advices. But for action, don't just depend on what he is saying. Act only as per your judgment call on what is right and what is wrong, and definitely take into consideration your seniors' instructions. Obviously, you need to keep your seniors informed about happenings at the local stockist level, particularly about his financial aspects that affects your business. Remember, it's better to be professional because professionals are always respected everywhere. Let us now focus on stockist viewpoint of business. While a pharma company views the business from field perspective, a stockist has to consider financial perspective as well. Stockist is a businessman, and like any other businessman, a stockist is always striving for maximizing his profit margin and minimizing his cost. His prime focus of business will always remain faster rotation of available financial resources. An important aspect of his business is that he has got a distribution setup of more than one company. His investment in different companies is variable depending on the sales volume. However, he has fixed source of finance. It's either a bank loan, a personal loan, cash credit facility, overdraft facilities, or mortgage of personal assets. For all these sources of finance, he has to pay interest, which is a big cost of money that he has to consider in his business calculations. He has to control cost of operation to reduce the finance cost as much as possible without compromising on adequate stocking. A successful stockist is the one who balances the stocks required for sales on one hand along with financial interest cost on the other hand. Therefore, for a stockist to study stock and sales statements every month is critical for a successful business venture. But how does a stockist analyze stock and sales statement? Which are the factors which are his priorities? When we get the stock statement in our hand, our first eye goes on the value of the sales. We look at the major products, we calculate the target achievement, and we also look at the possibility of incentive earnings based on the stock and sales statement. However, a stockist has to view the stock statement from a different perspective as well. When a stockist prepares his monthly balance sheet, the three critical factors for him is total sales from where his commission is derived, inventory cost, and expenses incurred during the month. From these three critical factors, he derives his net earning for the month. He has to basically look at stock statements of all companies put together, and in this case, he divides the stock into four different categories. The first is the fast moving products, where the inventory ratio, that is secondary sales to closing balance ratio, is less than 1 month stock or up to maximum 1.5 month stock. Another category is slow moving products, where his ratio of secondary sales to closing balance is up to 3 months stock. The third category is all non-moving products, where there are dumped goods of more than 3 months stock. And fourth is all zero sales products, which is the dead inventory. We have to appreciate the fact that a stockist does not have unlimited finance. He has to pay interest to banks or financial institutions for the money that he has borrowed for his running operations. Therefore, his investment decisions are based on cost of money to hold the inventory. He has to critically balance between finance rotation in fast moving products from where he derives his profit versus the cost of money blocked in slow and non-moving products which derives a loss for him. Let us understand how he makes his investment decision for various categories of the product. In case of fast moving products, which has got high secondary sales and low to average closing balance, and the inventory ratio is about 1 month or slightly more than that, it is his profitable business because rotation of finance is faster. His concern here is to avoid shortages as much as possible, and therefore he invests maximum amount of his available finances in fast moving products across all companies. For slow moving products, where the secondary sales is average and the closing balance is relatively higher up to 3 months, the inventory is watched critically and order is given only if required, and that too with caution. He requires these products because they contribute to the sales volume, but the average cost of operation is higher, and therefore he is watching the sales of these products closely for improvement. In fact, he watches the previous month's sales of these products in order to understand whether the dip in the secondary sales is momentary or it is consistently going down. Up to 10 to 15% of his available finances is invested in slow moving products across all companies. However, in case of non-moving products, where the inventory is for more than 6 months with low secondary sales and higher closing balance, there is a very high probability of sales return. Invariably, the stockist will check for expiry, and definitely there is no order because his money is blocked, which can be used for fast moving product of any other company. Obviously, a stockist will not invest anything in these type of products, no orders for non-moving products. Same is the case for zero sales product. In fact, these products are headed for expiry and sales return definitely. In both these cases, the money is blocked and the stockist will try to recover the cost of money and inventory carrying cost. In summary, The Stockist viewpoint is that fast moving products which have got high secondary sales and low to average closing balance are profitable for his business because rotation of finance is faster. He looks at caution for slow moving products and orders only if required. However, both non-moving products and zero sales products are an irritation because his money is blocked and that leads to financial loss, particularly loss of interest or as a cost of money. Although relationship with the companies is important for the stockist, a stockist is bound by the economics of his business and cost of money. For him, any company that has got more fast moving products is his priority and gets a favorable disposition from him, as that company's products helps in rotation of available finances and good returns on investment. Conversely, any company in his dealership which does not have fast moving products but more of slow moving, non moving or zero sales product, it indicates a financial loss for him, and that will basically reflect in his relationship with that company also. The dictum for stockist is relationship is first with the business and then with the person. He will support you if and only if your business supports him. Relationship with stockist is a reciprocal business. You have to support him in his business for him to support you in your business.
So friends, as we have understood now, managing stockist is easy and simple if we learn how to manage his business. Many of us try to get a favorable response from the stockist, but this is a continuous process, not just a process for the last week of the sales closing. If we ensure business, and when I say business means the right business, we will always get a favorable response from the stockist. When I say business, I mean we should always try to be in the top 5 of all the companies that he is dealing with. If your product mix has got the right sales in terms of most of them are fast moving products, which helps in rotation of his finances. We have as less products as possible in slow moving, non-moving, and not a single zero sales product. His debt investments is basically reduced considerably. He finds that the faster rotation of the money available to him through your products. If his business flourishes, if his business is positive, if he reduces his losses, and if he gains from the managing the products of your company, he will definitely have a favorable response to your company and to you in particular. He respects you because your business is profitable for him. Don't try to manipulate him. Try to manage him positively through positive business aspects, which leads to a positive financial attitude from him towards you, towards your company, and towards business. That is the key to success in managing business through stockist. If we truly understand the management principles through which the stockist operates in his business environment, we will get the key to not only his success but to our success as well. Very simple. Manage his business, he will manage your business for you in a very positive way. I'm sure you must have found a better dimension to understand the psyche of a stockist through his financial understanding of the business process.
In conclusion, stockist is your business associate. Manage stockist business, stockist will manage your business. This presentation comes to you from Prescription Insight Pharma Business Consultancy. The matter is an extract of my experience based on practical field situations. You can reach Prescription Insight through any digital or social media handles that are given over here. Feel free to contact me on any subject related to pharma business. Thank you once again for your time and attention.